Hey everybody, welcome back to Supercard. It's early. I'm not gonna say how early, but it's early, and I'm tired. So, this King of the Ring ended. We got to the finals. I spoke to this guy, and I don't need the legendary card, so he can take it. So for this reward, really, the only thing I could want is a diva that I don't already have to make a pro, or one of the top tier survivor cards like Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, John Cena, just to make a pro, because I've got all my males for Road to Glory are Survivor Pro. They're not top tier, so that's what I need. Let's see what we get here. Really? Sting? Do we already have a pro of? Unbelievable. Oh good God, I'm tired. So, that's gonna be it for right now. We will be right back. Welcome back. It's, sorry. I guess it's technically Wednesday. It's 1:35 in the morning. So you know, it was Tuesday night. If you've been watching my channel, I'd say at least a month. You know, Tuesday night means I've been drinking. I'm actually more wasted than usual. If you're new to this channel, or you don't know, Tuesday night is the night I play darts. I'm in a darts league, you know, the one where you throw the dart at the board. And I drink a lot when alcohol, not water, alcohol. I drink a lot. When I go to these things, it kind of relaxes me, calms my nerves so much, because believe me, I could be a pro, like an absolute pro, when I practice. When it comes to playing a game, not that good. So alcohol kind of helps me focus, I guess you could say. But I went to a friend's house after, and I continued to drink with her after darts. She's a very good friend of mine. I see her every now and again. We'll hang out, have a couple of drinks, you know, we'll smoke our cigarettes, see what's up, because we actually don't see each other that often. We'll see each other, you know, every month or so, kind of catch up. And I went over there tonight. Her granddad had passed away not that long ago. You know, we got into an interesting conversation about you know, life and death and that kind of stuff, because, you know, same thing, if you've been watching any of my videos, you know, for, I don't know, a decent bit, you would know I work at a hospital where I kind of the front line for, excuse me, you know, a lot of the life and death stuff. So we were having a conversation. Her granddad had actually passed away at one of the hospitals I work at. So we were talking about stuff, and you know, it's the kind of thing I see every single day. You know, he had suffered a massive heart attack, and like, you're gonna hear it from me when you're near 50s, 60s, 70s. If you have a heart attack, basically what a heart attack is, it's not like, you know, it is the kind of thing where they, you know, they bring out the paddles, they, you know, rub them together, you know, clear. You'd think it's to start the heart back up. No, that's what Hollywood would have you believe. A heart attack is actually your heart's pumping too fast. That's what, you know, when they say cardiac arrest, the heart's just pumping way too fast, a lot harder than the body can handle. Those paddles, they don't use paddles anymore. Paddles are, you know, so 90s. It's actually these strips they attach to you. it's actually to slow your heart, because your heart's pumping way too fast. Your body can't handle all of that. So the paddles, I'm just going to say paddles, is to slow your heart down so that it can get back to its normal pattern. That's what it's all used for. Once you hit your 50s, 60s, 70s, 10 minutes of that happening where you're basically dead. You suffer permanent brain damage just due to the lack of oxygen that gets to your brain. Like, it causes serious issues. Like, I'm talking serious issues, to the point where you can't live unless you're on a machine. And I see so many people. Well, let's take on Kill Moose Kill. I see so many people suffering from that kind of thing. And there's a thing called full code, which is completely up to the family or the person if they're of sound mind. So, they're all there. Which full code means you do every single possible thing that you can to keep that person alive. Now, if you can't speak for yourself, the family decides that. And full code, which I just said, means you do everything you can to keep that person alive. I couldn't tell you just how many people I see that, they're in their 90s. They've been, practically comatose for the last, I don't know, 3, 4, or 5 years. Can't speak. Can't do anything. And they're put on this full code, which to me is actually kind of upsetting. When someone is going through so much suffering that kind of for the family you want to keep them going. I know the example I am about to provide absolutely nothing compared to a normal human being. It's the same thing as when, I'm using that term loosely when I say same thing, when we had to put my dog down just over 3 years, actually. Yeah, just over 3 years. And there's a reset. It kind of came out of nowhere, where just all of a sudden he was very sick. And it was to put him out of his misery, to loosely say it. He was sick. There was no way he was going to get better from it. So it was hard for the family, but easy for him, or better for him, I guess you could say it. When you're up there in age, and it's such a thing that takes such a toll on the body, that it's just the machines that are keeping you alive, believe me, it's not worth it. My parents already know if anything were to happen to me, and it was a result of just machines that are keeping me alive, pull that plug, because that's not living. To be trapped basically in your own mind, in your own subconscious, that's not living in my eyes. This is a thing that's open up to all opinion. It's the same as I get in the newsletters from the hospitals. It's this is all subjective to the person. In my eyes, someone being kept alive on machines, that's good. There's a chance they could come out of it. To some people, in my eyes, being kept alive on the machines is almost, I'm trying to make sure this doesn't sound negative, but it's bad to be kept alive on the machines. Which is a very interesting debate when you look at all of this, life and death, and what's worth, taking someone off life support. It's all very interesting, and I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm rambling, but you know what? This is my channel. I've had a few drinks. I can talk about whatever the hell I want, really. That's just the way it goes. That's my own channel. I really could say anything I want, because that's just the way it goes. But yeah, you see it all the time. People holding on to something for, for the family to keep them together when it's not so much, good for the person. And you know what, death is something I find very interesting. If there's one thing I'm terrified of, it's death. Other than spiders, that's my biggest fear. It's dying, because I don't know what happens. Nobody knows what happens. Scientists can say whatever they want, that they believe, oh yeah, this is what happens when you die, but they've never died. They don't know that. It's very interesting. It opens up a whole debate. Like, you never know with, depending on what you believe in, you go off to heaven, or nirvana, reincarnation, or you become worm food in the ground. You never know what it is. It's different for each person that you ask, but I believe the way that you get there, should be a natural way. It's different. I'm not saying a car crash is a natural way, but if that's the way you go, that's the way you go. If you're old and you just die of, that's not the person I picked to play against. If you just go because of old age, you go because of old age. If you got cancer and you go because of cancer, you go because of cancer. Believe me, you could be the most straight edge person in the world, and you could still get cancer. It's all in your genes. My dad's sister never smoked anything in her life. Absolutely nothing. She'll have the odd glass of wine at a family function when we see her, because, my family, like my parents, my brother, and my sister, we're the only ones that live out of the country where all of my family lives in. They live in a completely different other country. I'm not talking 2-hour drive away. I'm talking 9-hour plane ride away. So, you'll have the odd glass of wine for dinner. She got cancer. Can hit anyone. All depends on your genes. Live each day, like it's your last. As much as I don't do that, because the days I have off from work or I'm not doing something, I tell you right now, I'm sitting on my ass in my bedroom watching TV or watching cartoons. And, that's not really what you're doing on your last day, but, 21, almost 22. Hoping, I make it past 22. As long as I don't die in the next 3 weeks. But, it can just end all of a sudden, just like that. Life can just end. You can just be walking across the street and you get hit by a car. All of a sudden you can get some serious infection or serious illness and you just die, just like that. It can all be over in a second. Death's very interesting. Maybe I'll talk about it in a different video. But I think we've gone long enough for today. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching. Please take care.